Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mangs, and I am joined here by...
I'm still Cyan.
Cyan's still here, guys, because we're still doing the Battle of the Mach Eagle and the Blue Moon or something. I don't remember.
Ah, yes, that.
The Mach Eagles and the Blue Moon. I think that's how this chapter went, right?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Mangs never pays attention. So, oh, right. My bald head is in the way of the healing menu. Let's see. There we go. I actually really, I've watched a lot of various playthroughs, see how other people do it. I don't see a lot of people who toggle their cam back and forth. Most people have their cam, they have, the game in, a little section, and they have their cam always visible.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like the way you did it.
Well, I mean, you're not always reacting to something or doing something.
No, you don't need to see my bald head all the time. It's just in the way, really, when we're doing fighting. Also, Hilda is fucking scary.
Okay, so this isn't any sort of Gold Deer spoiler, but my Hilda got apparently really strength screwed for her first couple of levels. So I'm just you know what? I'll swap her out for one of my transfer dudes, because I didn't realize that Hilda was an actual dumpster trunk of strength and speed.
Yep.
Oh, so yeah. I benched her for 8 chapters. 8 chapters. She was a solid 10 levels behind the rest of my squad.
Yeah.
And then there was one chapter where I'm like, crap, I need flyers. I don't have flyers. So Pegasus Knight Hilda with her, Frecklegul,
yeah.
I fielded her. She proceeded to murder everything 10 levels below, and because she was way below the EXP curve, she suddenly was up to snuff of the rest of my team. And
yeah.
She ended up carrying the rest of my run.
It is seriously so funny that her whole gimmick is that she's weak and frail. I can't get over how funny that is.
I mean, because she had Death Blow and she had Darting Blow.
It's really
everything died.
Yeah, when you meet her as a boss, and I'm not gonna spoil the story of the church rat for you, because the Crimson Rose, because I assume you haven't played that yet.
Well, I haven't played it, but I watched her Let's Play. I had to make sure you had your assets.
Right. When my Edelgard met Hilda, my Edelgard was the tankiest unit on my team. She had I think 35 defense or something crazy like that.
She was rather thick, yes.
She got one-rounded by Hilda. It's an enemy. Hilda just walked up there and just bonk. Down to 5 HP, bonk, get dead. It was fucking crazy. Shouldn't be allowed to be this busted. Speaking of busted, we gotta... I guess the nerd can live for now. We gotta get rid of Hilda. Hey, maybe... Oh! Yeah, I got some new battalions. They're pretty good. Boing.
As much as I don't like... But the whole battalion system.
Oh, you
God,
don't?
That is.
You don't like it?
I like it from a gameplay point of view. I'm not sure I like it from
sufficient
story point of view. Fire Emblem's always been about valuing the life of your individual soldiers, and that's kind of taken down a peg when you can literally buy and sell soldiers to die for you.
Yeah, no, I think the thing about battalions is that I think canonically, and this may be a bit of a weird argument, but I think canonically they've always sort of been there. We just don't see them. At least in some of the game. For example, take...
In some of them, sure.
In Fire Emblem 7, I always took that as a game where you're sort of doing small-scale skirmishes. And then actually what you see is what you get. It is Roy, Eliwood, and Hector fighting against a band of mercenaries.
Ah, yes, Roy, my favorite Fire Emblem.
So, Eliwood, yeah. Oh, shit.
You wound me.
You just got fucking owned by a generic. I don't know why that was so funny. But yeah, for example, in Binding Blade, I always envisioned what you see is actually there's large armies on both sides.
Yeah, for FE6 specifically, because that game has maps where you are big chunks of units fighting big swaths of enemies.
Same thing with Genealogy of the Holy War. That game definitely is supposed to represent huge armies facing each other with regiments and stuff.
Yeah, that I can believe. I can believe in FE4 is you have Sigurd's leaving an army of generic cavalry.
Yeah. I think the battalions were made to represent that, because it doesn't make sense that a bunch of teenagers invades a nation and, like, destroys their armies. by themselves.
Yeah, for the story that's being told, I get it. I don't know, seeing their goofy animations and them running away when their leader dies, just... If they were gonna do it, I feel like there was a better way to do it than have these dark mages just... Yeah, pump up. Yeah, you did it, Ignatz. You didn't die. Go you.
If you really start focusing on the battalions, it is kind of funny to like look at them and how they like vanishes in thin air and stuff. Like, it is a system where I think you do best just not to pay that much attention to it, honestly.
You have to just take it as a game mechanic.
Yeah, I do love the strategic thing about Gambits. I really can't wait until we get Lunatic, because I think like right now, because the game is sort of easy, the battalions sort of feel like overkill, but I think once we advance to a higher difficulty in Lunatic and eventually Infernal, I think the Gambits are going to be a lot more appreciated.
Yeah, because one thing that I appreciated about Gambits, but I think it's a little overkill, that every Gambit stops enemies from moving.
Yeah, I remember when I first learned that, I was like, what, you serious?
Yeah,
really?
People gave you crap for not realizing that more than
I was like, disturbance is good, it roots people.
Yeah, because you would assume that, okay, it only has 2 spaces. Surely it has a secondary effect of stopping them from moving.
I thought that was the whole thing. I thought Blaze was gonna be like AoE damage, and that disturbance was like, it does nothing, but at least it stops. Oh, Felix just. Oh, I would have been fine.
Next time, bring your friends.
Strong crests are like a toxin to those whose bodies are unfamiliar with such overwhelming power.
Oh my god. I love how, like, Mecha is like, whenever I call Felix an edgelord, Mecha's like, don't say that, man. There's so much more to feel like. The first time I ever actually heard Mecha defend a character like that. And then I go to Gaz, like, what do you think about Felix? Like, he's the edgiest edgelord that ever.
I mean, there's more to him, yeah, but that doesn't stop him from also kind of being an edgelord.
He is a man. Oh, you know what? Ferdinand's gonna kill Edelgard. I've decided this.
Stay vigilant.
That's what I've decided. But I want to see if there's a quote between her and Dimitri as well.
There probably is.
Because,
speaking of quotes, are we just gonna, like, let Claude kind of scratch his butt?
Oh, shit! God damn it. I keep forgetting he doesn't move.
It's okay. The game kind of forgets about Claude, too.
Oh, there's... Okay. Mercedes, maybe? Hopefully she'll be fine.
Yeah, don't look at stats or damage numbers. She'll be fine.
I mean, I could strategize, or I could use Divine Impulse.
One day.
You know, I'm gonna like probably. I've already made a post about this, but I'm going to attempt Binding Blade Iron Man pretty soon. Actually,
yes.
Considering when this episode comes out, it might be the same day as I start, so it might be a little bit weird. But I expect Mecha realized that going back to playing like non-Turnbull Fire Emblem after you play Turnbull Fire Emblem, it's like you've been leaning on a crutch for 6 months and you're about to walk without one.
Oh, it lobotomizes you.
Yeah, it
like
destroys your ability. Oh, all right, here we go.
I never imagined such a day would come to pass.
Foreshadowing.
If the Empire and the Kingdom go to war, we'll be able to fight as much as we please.
Edelgard, that's kind of fucked. He's your classmate.
That's not cool.
Troubling at best.
Yeah, Dimitri's a good boy. Why are you being? Why are you being so mean?
Do you need a few moments?
She's savage to him.
Yeah, Edelgard's a great antagonist.
She's so mean to him. He's just trying to be nice, and she just goes, "You suck." Dimitri's like, "Have good luck in the battle." She's like, "I don't need good luck, pussy." she's so mean to him. Like, I feel really bad for Dimitri. And oh, by the way, have you seen Felix and Dimitri's C support?
I've not actually, no.
Oh man, that is. I don't want to spoil it for you, but
I mean, I'm sure I will. But I recruited Felix in my Golden Deer run, and he was constantly like, "Yeah, fuck Dimitri. He's kind of an asshole. He's like, he's a bitch asshole, and I don't like him."
He hates Dimitri. Like, it's like I can't. Some of the Blue Lions supports are really savage in many ways. Many of them are like, this is not how friendships should be formed at all. They remind me of like Matthew X Jafar from Blazing Sword. You seen that one?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, it's something.
That's what happens when a game without base conversations tries to have a base conversation.
Let's be
Yes,
careful.
exactly. Okay, you go here, and yeah. Okay, so I've seen this. I want to see this conversation, obviously. So let's go with Wraith Strike, as I like to call it.
It's a
If you
shame.
stand in my
In
way,
another
I will
world, we
cut
could have
you
been
down
lovers.
until you have no blood left to bleed.
Damn. Okay.
What the fuck is up with this
I
woman?
was just trying to rally your spirit. Now,
Okay,
to
that was-
victory.
I don't even know who this woman is anymore. I married her. Is this really how she's like to everyone else?
Yeah. There's a reason people say that Edelgard's a good antagonist rather than Edelgard is like the woo best protagonist.
Oh wow. Okay, wait.
I mean, I get that the entirety of Twitter wants to hug or fuck her, but
To be fair, the only reason I married her is because I put so much effort into her. Gotta be
the sunk
complete.
cost fallacy is a horrible
Oh
thing.
yes! Take that, Edelgard! It's not what I meant when I thought when I thought I was gonna smash Edelgard today.
Yeah, well, life has a way.
Noble standard.
I'm sorry, but I must retreat. You should have no trouble winning. Don't give
Yes.
up.
None of you. Anyway,
must-
Ferdinand has shown that he is the superior noble. He is the noblest noble to ever noble.
I've been defeated, but I can't fall here. Have you seen the news Bisquick video?
I have not.
Oh,
I
you need to see the news Bisquick video. It is good. It's called Retreating in Fire Emblem.
How boring.
It is epic. All right, so who should we kill
Here we go.
Claude with?
Trying to think what blue lions he has supports with. I mean, I doubt he has any conversations with any of them, but he's supported with Ingrid.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh god, did I just call her Ingrid?
You called her. You called her
Oh.
the real name. I'm so proud of you.
Ah.
Permanent co-host status.
Alright, well, if that's what it takes.
Yes. I mean, I sort of want to see Dimitri, so what I could do, I could do a little bit of a cop-out move here. I could, because Claude doesn't move, I think.
No, he'll just stand there.
So
waiting.
I'll do the charge strategy. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright,
Thanks for the advice.
I mean, he's an art. You know, you could have checked his range.
I could have done that.
There's only like a 50% chance it would have lied to you.
Alright, well, Felix, go get him. Oh boy. Look at
Oh.
this guy.
Oh my god.
This Felix is nothing personnel, Claude. Weak. Oh, okay.
I hate to
Weak
say it,
soul
but
is
it
succumb
seems we're at a
quickly to
stalemate.
a strong spirit.
Looks like the Golden Deer won't be winning this round.
You're damn
That
right.
is the end of this year's Battle of the Eagle
I like
and
how they're
Lion.
trying to make a
And
suspense
the
out of
winners
it.
are the Blue Lions.
Woo!
I can imagine if you're playing this on Infernal, a strategy could be to just let the other two houses thin their numbers and then go and finish them off.
Yeah, but don't you lose if you do that, or do you just not get a good reward?
I think you... I'm not sure what would happen if you clear the chapter but technically don't defeat the most enemies.
Yeah,
think that would be-
because it seems to me like you win anyway, but maybe, like I didn't get anything from this, even though it says I defeated the most students. I don't really know what the thing is here.
I don't know, maybe Seth just calls you a bitch.
I mean, that's what he
Well
does.
done, your princeliness. I'm certainly not in any hurry to get on your bad side.
Hint, hint, hint.
I assumed you would attack us head on.
Yeah, Claude's just a good dude.
I clearly need to rethink my opinion
Love,
of you.
peace, and chicken
Well
grease.
done, Dimitri.
You both deserve equal praise for a battle well fought. All three houses did
Can't you
extremely
just for
well.
once in your life be a
Don't
little
you agree,
smug?
Professor?
I want to be an asshole. They were nothing.
Well, it seemed that way because of the caliber of your command. Now,
Dimitri!
we must not allow ourselves to become complacent.
Okay, yeah, no, Dimitri's your
In any
type.
case, I hope
You
the day
liar!
comes when we have to put this experience to use.
I wouldn't mind. I'll accept a challenge from either of you at any time. I'm kidding, of course.
That is nothing to joke about. The true battle of the Eagle and
How?
Lion is
This is
best
the
left in
third
past.
time Edelgard goes like, "You suck." JK.
I feel like maybe she's supposed to be written as someone who has the worst sense of humor imaginable.
Yeah, I think so, actually.
It's like, huh, is this not a funny joke? Like, Edelgard's the type of person to tell like a super racially insensitive joke at a party, thinking that people would laugh, and then everyone just stares at her.
She goes like,
mouths agape.
I'm kidding, of course. Okay, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually change the name of this mock. I hope so.
How admirable,
Yeah.
Teach. On that
Maybe
note,
like
I
Battle
have
of
a
the
proposition.
Deer and the
When
Lion.
we get back
Or
to
just Battle of the
Garreg Mach,
Deer.
let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly regular feast in the dining hall.
You really value that kind of thing, don't you?
Yeah, value
Well,
in friendship.
I
How
suppose
about
no harm
that?
can come from it. Count me in.
Weak.
I have no objections either. And you, Professor?
Ah, yes. Yes or yes.
We'll celebrate our victory.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that's the point. Professor, was that a joke?
Dimitri, do not act like you
look
were
so
not being smug
happy.
like 30
I love
seconds
seeing
ago.
you like this. I suppose that look on your face.
Yes, you look
is
so
just
happy.
another boon from
Look
this
at that
glorious day.
one of 3 emotions that you can
Perhaps the best one
actually
of all.
emote. I've seen Defense of Female by Left saying that, like, oh no, she emotes so much more than male by. No.
I haven't seen much evidence of that either.
Her eyes are
I had a
bigger.
wonderful
If that's
time today,
your
Professor.
definition of emotion, then
As
sure.
usual,
But
She also
I was
has tits.
astonished by how much you ate in the name of celebration.
that's all it takes, huh? That's all it
Really,
takes.
though, I must thank you again. Our victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion was thanks in no small part to you.
I
think you
agree.
killed, like 2 things.
That's the spirit. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging your own strengths every now and then.
Okay, let's. I think he likes confidence.
I
I'm
feel
not sure
silly admitting this
going
now,
into pigheadedness is
but
gonna
when
get.
you first came to lead
get
our
in his
class,
We'll see.
You unnerved me. You never smiled and you never showed anger either. And yet, you didn't appear to be suppressing your emotions. They just weren't there.
Yeah, I'm a psycho.
At first, I thought perhaps
Yeah,
you
I
just
mean, yeah,
didn't
there's a
care
reason
for us.
for it.
But I soon concluded that wasn't the case at all. For the longest time,
I find it funny
just
when
couldn't
RPGs
tell
have
what you were
to
thinking. It was
Write
though
a
you had
reason
no
why the
humanity
protagonist
whatsoever.
is deadpan or blank slate.
Yeah, they really try hard to push this Byleth is not emotional thing, like it's supposed to sort of justify them being a mute, silent block of wood.
Yeah.
I understand. It's a lot better than the route they took with Corrin, where it's like Corrin's the best shit ever. We love Corrin, the best thing since sliced bread. Like it's like Corrin's a naive idiot. But
I mean, problem with Corrin wasn't that he was an avatar. Problem with Corrin was that he was a terrible fucking character.
yeah, it's very true.
But, I don't know. The Persona games seem to do that a lot before. They're just like, ah, yes, blank slate coon and blue blank slate coon. Wow, you aren't very good at showing emotion. Was that a deadpan response? Oh wow, look at my pants. They are suddenly wet.
That stings. Oh look, she
You're
was
different
sad.
now.
Oh
In the
wow,
half year
emotion.
we've spent together, I've seen the glow of humanity in your eyes and in your actions countless times. I am truly grateful to have had the chance to spend this time with you, Professor.
Is it time for everyone's gimmick?
Getting cozy, are we?
Yeah.
Mind if I cut in?
That's enough, Sylvain.
Oh, please. I would love to join
He
you as
really
well.
is saying. I think he just.
So many things
Yeah,
I
you
wish
know
to
what?
talk to you about,
I'm gonna leave
Professor.
things better unsaid.
He is sane in these kind of dialogues, and his supports he's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Oh, I've seen some of his supports. They are
They're great.
some of my favorite in the game. I'm not sure if they beat
I have so
Lorenz,
much to tell
God
you.
Emperor that he
And I
is,
want to
but
thank you too.
Honestly, Professor,
you have a face
I was
cam. I
only
can
able to
see.
achieve so much because
I can
you
see
were
your
with
doubt.
us.
Ash is right. You're irreplaceable to us, Professor.
Yes, that. Without you, the Blue Lions, well, we wouldn't even be the Blue Lions at all. Except for the blue part. Because we'd be sad.
Ah!
I suppose
God, you're adorable.
there are worse things than fighting at your side.
Suppose you're not that bad.
I have had the opportunity to experience much. Please allow me to offer you my gratitude once more, Professor.
As you can see, you have our trust as well as our admiration. I look forward to spending the rest of the year with you.
Why can I not say like fuck off?
Good. Then let's
Come now,
give
this
it
is
our
Fire
all this
Emblem.
year.
Your choices don't really matter.
Anyhow, it's getting late. We had better return to our quarters.
Well, except for that choice to talk to Edelgard.
Apparently that does matter. And the game makes it very obvious it does matter. It even adds in a heartbeat.
I can only call your deeds during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion quite versatile.
Comparing against their performance at the mock battle of the Great Tree Moon, the students have grown significantly. It is clear that this is a result of your guidance.
In appreciation
professor's
of your
guidance?
efforts and to show our high hopes for the future of your students, I award you with this. Please continue to instruct your students as a model
Oh, maybe
teacher.
this is the reward for coming in first.
You've made good use of all my power
What did I get?
after all.
I think
would've
it'll
been
give
upset if
you
you
it at
failed
the end of the
at such an
cutscene.
easy
It might be
task.
some money, or it might be like an item that you can
It pains
equip.
me to assign such a disturbing mission to you.
Or
during
maybe it's
such a
nothing.
blessed
Maybe I'm
moment in time.
not remembering this correctly.
However, next month your assignment will be to
Ramire
journey
Village,
to
right, I
Ramire
remember that map.
Village to investigate
Ah,
an
yes.
abnormal occurrence there.
Ramire Village. If I recall, you've been there with your father many
Pro tip
times.
for Ramire Village. Do not stride Geralt. Very bad.
You strode Geralt?
Yum! You'll attack the boss on turn 1.
What would happen if I strided this NPC paladin?
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
I have yet to ascertain the details, but it would seem the villagers have been acting strangely. I have already dispatched the knights to verify the authenticity of this information. They should be back shortly. I suggest you begin by finding out what they have discovered.
I pray this is not a bad omen. May the goddess protect you all.
Oh yeah, you get a blessed lance.
Okay, so there you go. That's your reward.
Cool.
Mm,
Nice.
I wonder if it... Do you remember if you got anything for doing it in Black Eagle's route? Because I don't think there's like a blessed axe.
White cloud.
I would not be able to remember.
Because I remember using a blessed bow throughout my Golden Deer route. And I'm wondering if maybe they give you a weapon based on your house leader's proficiency.
Might be that I got a blessed axe, or maybe I didn't get it because I didn't kill enough people. I don't know.
No, you definitely would have
And an
gotten
icy
it.
chill
I love these.
blown in
I love
from
these
the north
narrations
of
so much.
Fargus
I
blackens
love-
the land.
I love that
All
it's
of
like
Fódlan's
Geralt
creatures
actually narrating.
begin to settle in for a
I
lull.
love
It
the
took
fact
me a
that they
long
just
time.
like
The setting sun bathes
they're
the
talking
full
about the
winter
world.
coat of every
You know, the
wolf
world
with
building.
scarlet glow.
Yeah, the world that we don't
Hunters
see.
can now
You
spread
know?
the word that
There's a
the
world
red
outside of a
wolves
war,
are
and
back
people
in
have to
the
live their
prowl.
lives. And yeah, these illustrations are great.
Yeah, so apparently I said I wanted physical versions of these. Apparently you get them if you buy the collector's edition. Based on some comments, you get like calendars with like these artworks on
Oh
them.
yeah, I have my. I have a collector's edition, but I can actually check what's in the box.
Yeah. Yeah,
What's in the box?
apparently you get a Fódlan calendar with those images on it, which is
Oh yeah,
just-
you do.
which is wonderful. Like I was like, oh man, if they don't include that, I just got a message that they canceled my pre-order. So very fun. Yep, they were like, sorry, we sold out. This game's popular.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or
I don't
even
remember this
impossible
scene.
to wake.
Maybe it
symptoms
only
that
happens in
varied,
Blue
there are
Lions and
only
Golden
a
Deer.
few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Ramire
No,
Village,
wait, no, wait,
aren't
I
you,
remember it now.
Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald.
Ada.
Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything. After you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Ramire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
At the end of the
We
month.
scouted the area ourselves.
Again,
Speak with
just
the
a
knights,
concession you
hear what
gotta
they have
make
to
for
say.
gameplay.
I must go.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Ramire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves.
My dad is
Just
right
the
here.
two of us.
I guess you just really want a spouse. Husband at this point probably doesn't matter.
Oh wait, is she bisexual?
No, she's not.
Okay, so she just flirts.
She's not one of the options. They just didn't change her flirtation.
I'm afraid not. Oh!
You're saying no? Well, aren't you just a great big bore?
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well.
Nice try.
Enough nonsense.
Nice try. She's 20. You're like 40.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald.
Actually,
Goodbye,
if you try to view her age, it just says secret. Have you seen that? That's great.
Yeah, I find that funny, but at the same time, you've done her
in my
and
office
Hannemon's
making
Fairmont,
preparations.
right?
What about you?
Yeah.
He mentions that like
she's 36.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
what
thought
I've
she was
heard.
actually
I might be
11.
wrong. That's just what I remember.
That's how you would deduce what her age is. I forget
mean,
exactly how
math,
much younger she is than me.
Math is not my strong suit, but
I've noticed.
If
I
you
have
have the
noticed.
time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
Talk to Edelgard. Oh, right, this thing again.
Hey, what's wrong?
I just got. It's better ways to take a nap than on the ground, you know.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
And I know they don't do a super great job endearing Geralt to you as your father, but
Dizziness.
I like this kind of
I felt
moment
it
where
too.
he's obviously concerned about your well-being.
Actually,
Yeah.
I felt that way before.
So, I don't... People are just gonna complain I don't pay attention to the story, but I just, alright, guess we'll get some instruction in before we end this episode. I don't remember why you keep fainting. Maybe it will be explained. I don't remember. Oh, right. My motivation sucks.
It's not explained verbatim, but it's something that the game gives you the tools to do it.
So I'm just gonna tutor.
Spell it out for you.
I'm just gonna tutor Flane and Faith. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use her. Ferdinand, I'm gonna make a hero, so he would need to get sword rank.
Swords and axes, yeah.
So that's
Boy,
fine.
it is just climbing up there.
Oh boy. Oh boy. There you go. D rank. I gave him the D. And then, no wait, we still have 5. Like, A+ professor level is ridiculous. And then Ingrid, I think, I'm making her a holy knight, so her riding skill, it's riding, lances, and magic, right?
Riding and lances, I believe, need to be B. Light magic
certain
needs to be A.
Alright, I'll just tutor her in lances then.
Well, see, you could tutor in lances, but she's probably going to get to B rank on her own by the time that...
Not as a bishop, I think.
Oh, are you going to use the Lewin or other high strength, high might weapons with her? Or
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. With Felix, I am just, he increases his sword rank by himself. So I actually think for Mortals Avantis need A magic and swords, I think.
Jeez Louise, you already have a B?
It's the only thing I've been giving him.
I mean, even still, that's impressive given that he's not particularly proficient in it. Holy crap, to do is tall.
Yeah, he is.
That's a big boy.
He is proficient at it, Jake, because he has a budding talent in it. So the moment you overcome that, he gets proficient in it.
How about that?
So, and then I think not gonna get much out of this.
That's something. I mean, you have so much professor level that it doesn't.
It seems like.
Wait, alright. Okay, so what's the difference here?
I don't know. Legitimately, I have seen one bad ever.
Apologies.
So I think it's some students respond better to criticism, others better to consolation.
I think this is the first time I see it, too.
Like, Lorenz got a bad in something, and when I tried to console him, he's just like, don't patronize me.
Oh, okay.
So he would have been someone who would have responded well to criticism, but I imagine someone like Annette or Mercy would be like, oh, please console me, I'm sad.
I'm having a question. I wish for improvement of my land skills. Try studying the movements of others?
You have great wisdom.
Oh, yay. Why is Bernadetta and Ash standing there?
I'm not sure, but I think that maybe their default training things have something to do with lances.
Okay, Felix. Do you want to focus on sword and reason? Or sword and reason?
Fire Emblem. Your choices matter.
They should take this away. This is. I feel like this is bad programming.
It's bad programming. I understand why the default ones exist in case like someone has no idea how to optimally play this game or how to build students for certain classes.
You'll be staying here for some
but,
time
like,
then.
if you're already doing sword and reason, maybe don't pop it up.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't give us the option. Also, that's Arundel.
I'm surprised.
That indeed.
I've heard it's been a few years since you last donated to the church.
That was merely because of the financial situation of my territory. I assure you it has nothing to do with my dedication.
This man has some serious eyeliner going on.
By the way,
oh yeah.
Dimitri, isn't Edelgard currently enrolled at the Officers' Academy as well?
Yes, she's in the Black Eagle House. I don't believe she has any plans to leave anytime soon. Why not pay her a visit?
I may do just that. It's nice to stay in touch with my dear niece every now and then. Of course, I'm also delighted that I was able to speak with my nephew as well. Whether through marriage or otherwise, family is family after all.
Of course. The feeling is mutual. Professor, if you were watching, you should have made your presence known.
There are so many conversations in this game that begins with, "Don't sneak up on me." What was that?
That was Lord
Shoot, yeah, you're right.
For the Empire. He is also Edelgard's uncle.
He called you his nephew.
Yeah, I'm curious about that as well.
My stepmother was his younger sister. We are not related by blood, but he is technically my uncle.
Maeda would like to know your location.
So you and Edelgard?
No. I do not like where this subtext is going.
Edelgard and I are siblings by marriage. We can delve into that topic another time.
No, let's delve into it now.
Let's make preparations to
that's...
investigate
Oh god.
what's happening in that village.
Oh dear. The Princess of the Empire and the Kingdom's Prince are kin. How very odd.
I find it odd as well.
They likely harbor knowledge they do not wish to share.
This really was an
yes, I'm
FE4
sure of
remake
it.
all along.
But I suppose we must wait until the time of truth arrives. In any case, about this Arundel. You've heard that name before, correct?
Important choices here. In the library. Oh, okay.
Quite true. We came across that name.
Oh, right,
within the
right.
library,
Yeah, most of Sophia's choices are like, hey, were you actually paying attention? Answer this
that
correctly.
Arundel had died.
I could never marry Soph.
Not so. He seems alive and well.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's supposed to be dead. I remember now. It says in the book that he died.
Oh.
I wonder what the prince had hoped to learn
Huh.
from reading of his uncle's charity.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
It's
many
listed in
things
one
the
of those
prince
things in
has
the
yet to
library.
tell. How bothersome.
I mean, you could just ask him. Dimitri doesn't seem the type to just not tell you something.
Oh.
Oh.
Linhardt.
Oh, it's... Honestly, I feel like that's the greatest gift you could give him. Just let him
Yeah.
nap.
Do nothing. Let him sleep.
I will enjoy this.
Yeah, that's not how you pet a horse, Dimitri.
Here's the result.
Good. People, I don't think you can do multiple group projects, can you?
No, you have to pick between the three, like
Well,
riding,
that worked
flying,
out.
or armor.
How long will this take?
I'm closing in on experts.
When you recruit all the student, it becomes like, I feel like there's just so much happening in the skills department.
It's a little much.
All right.
I understand why they let you recruit everyone, but
Recruit
gameplay over story.
every one of them. All right. So
Every
that
last one of them.
Yeah, I think there might be a support episode coming up, possibly. We'll see. As always, exploration will be done off screen because you guys say that you want supports and gameplay. There's not a lot of people who want to watch the monastery. At least that's what I've been getting from it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Sai, and I don't think this will be the last time we hear from you.
Perhaps.
So let us know in the comment section. What do you think about Zion? Both the good and bad. This is your time to be vocal.
Make your choice known.
Make your choice known. Your choices really do actually matter, unlike in Fire Emblem. So yeah, what should I do, Sign?
They should like, they should comment, and they should also plant pale blue flowers.
Oh yes, lots of pale blue flowers, indeed. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to find an end screen. I'm always bad at this. Okay, let's go with this one.